Force works in mysterious ways. But what if it worked differently? The sterile medical bay of Polis Massa is silent, save for the hum of the life support monitors. Padme Amidala is dead. The Jedi Order is ash. All that remains of the light in the galaxy are two crying infants. Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Bail Organa stand over the cribs. The decision must be made quickly. The children must be hidden, split apart, so that the Sith cannot find them. In our timeline, Bail Organa looks at the little girl and says his wife has always wanted a daughter. Leia goes to Alderaan. Luke goes to Tatooine. But here, in this timeline, Bail Organa's eyes are drawn to the boy. The child has his mother's nose, but there is a quiet stillness to him, a profound calm that reminds Bail of the peace the Republic just lost. "We will take the boy," Bail says softly. "He will be loved with us." Obi-Wan nods. He looks down at the screaming, red-faced infant girl, feeling the raw, chaotic swirl of the Force radiating from her. "Then I will take the girl to Tatooine, to her family." 19 years pass. On the shining, mountainous world of Alderaan, Prince Luke Organa stands on a high balcony, overlooking the shimmering capital city. He is 19 years old, dressed in impeccable, high-collared senatorial robes. He is not a moisture farmer dreaming of the stars. He is already among them. Luke is a political prodigy. He has Padme's diplomatic genius and an uncanny, almost supernatural ability to read people. When he walks into the Imperial Senate on Coruscant, he knows exactly who is lying, who is afraid, and who can be bought. He doesn't know it is the Force. He just thinks he possesses extraordinary intuition. Behind closed doors, he is Bail Organa's most trusted asset in the forming rebellion. He memorizes Imperial fleet movements. He charms Imperial moffs at state dinners to extract supply chain logistics. He is calm, collected, and dangerously smart. Far away, beneath the blistering twin suns of Tatooine, a heavily modified land speeder tears through Beggar's Canyon at a suicidal speed. Leia Skywalker is at the controls, her hands gripping the yoke, a wild, adrenaline-fueled grin plastered across her face. She doesn't wear royal white. She wears a dusty brown poncho, heavy desert boots, and a modified blaster strapped to her thigh. Leia is a terror. Owen and Beru Lars love her, but they cannot control her. She has Anakin's explosive temper and Padme's absolute refusal to back down from a fight. By the time she is 16, she has been banned from Tosche Station, has survived 3 brawls with Jabba's enforcers, and holds the absolute fastest time through the canyon. She feels a constant, burning restlessness in her chest, an invisible energy she cannot name that makes her faster, stronger, and more aggressive than anyone else on the planet. She hates Tatooine. She hates the Empire, and she hates the crazy old hermit out in the Jundland wastes who constantly watches her from afar. The galaxy collides in the orbit of Tatooine. The Tantive 4 is caught in the tractor beam of a massive Imperial Star Destroyer. Inside the gleaming white corridors, rebel troopers prepare to be boarded. But it is not Princess Leia who receives the stolen Death Star plans. Prince Luke Organa kneels in the corridor, slotting the data tape into the astromech droid, R2-D2. His hands don't shake. His breathing is perfectly even. He records the message, his voice carrying the authority of a seasoned statesman. "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." The blast doors blow. Stormtroopers flood the ship. Darth Vader strides through the smoke, a towering monolith of black armor and death. When Vader corners Luke in the corridor, he expects to find a terrified politician. Instead, he finds a young man standing perfectly straight, his chin held high, looking the Dark Lord of the Sith dead in the eye. "Darth Vader," Luke says, his voice smooth and entirely devoid of fear. "Only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this." Vader steps closer. He reaches out with the Force, intending to crush the boy's windpipe, to extract the terror he is owed. But when his mind brushes against the prince, Vader flinches. It is faint, buried under layers of Alderaanian etiquette, but it is there, a luminous, perfectly tranquil presence in the Force. "Take the prince alive," Vader orders his troopers, his mechanical voice betraying a hint of confusion. He may be of use to the Emperor. Down on the sands of Tatooine, R2-D2 and C3PO are purchased by Owen Lars. And as a bored, frustrated Leia is cleaning the astromech's motivators, the hologram flickers to life. She stops. She stares at the glowing blue image of the handsome, regal young man in senatorial robes. She has never seen anyone so clean, so composed, so entirely out of place on this dustball of a planet. "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi," Prince Luke says. Leia doesn't wait for her uncle. She doesn't ask permission. The next morning, she packs her blaster, takes the speeder, and drives straight into the Yundland wastes. When the Tusken Raiders ambush her, she doesn't cower. She pulls her blaster and drops 2 of them before she is overwhelmed. A crate dragon howl shatters the air. The Tuskens flee. Old Ben Kenobi steps out of the canyons. In Kenobi's hut, Leia listens to the old man tell stories of the Clone Wars, of her father, a great Jedi Knight. But when Obi-Wan hands her Anakin's lightsaber, she doesn't turn it on with quiet reverence. She ignites it, the blue blade snapping to life, and the hum of the plasma immediately synchronizes with the frantic, restless energy that has plagued her entire life. She returns home to find the moisture farm burning. Owen and Beru are dead. In our timeline, Luke looks away, his face etched with quiet, profound grief. In this timeline, Leia Skywalker does not look away. She stares at the smoking ruins of the only home she has ever known. Her jaw clenches. Her eyes burn with a sudden, terrifying intensity. The dark side of the Force whispers to her, feeding on the sudden vacuum in her heart, but she pushes it down. She turns to Obi-Wan, her voice entirely stripped of emotion. "I want to learn the ways of the Force," she says, "and I want to kill whoever ordered this." Aboard the Death Star, Grand Moff Tarkin stands before Prince Luke Organa. The interrogation droid hovers nearby, its needles dripping with truth serum. Luke looks exhausted, bruised, but his eyes remain sharp. He has given them nothing. His mind, naturally fortified by the Force, has resisted the chemical interrogations in ways the Imperials cannot understand. Tarkin tries a different tactic. He brings Luke to the overbridge. He shows him Alderaan floating in the viewport. "Name the rebel base, Prince Organa, or I will destroy your home," Tarkin says. Luke looks at the green and blue jewel of a planet. He thinks of Bail. He thinks of his mother, Breha. His heart shatters into 1,000,000 pieces. But Luke's strategic mind, honed by years in the Senate, runs the brutal calculus. If he gives them Tatooine, they might verify it before firing. Or they might fire anyway to make an example of a core world. But if he gives them Yavin, the rebellion dies today, and the galaxy is lost forever. He looks Tarkin in the eye. "You would destroy a peaceful core world to prove a point? Do it then. The Senate will tear the Empire apart by nightfall." "You underestimate the power of fear," Tarkin replies. "You may fire when ready. The super laser fires." Alderaan shatters into cosmic dust. Luke does not scream. He closes his eyes. A single tear rolls down his cheek. He absorbs the psychic shockwave of billions of deaths, wrapping his grief in a cold, impenetrable shell of resolve. The Empire will not survive this. He will make sure of it. Hours later, the Millennium Falcon is pulled into the Death Star. Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Obi-Wan infiltrate the station. When they discover the prince is scheduled for execution, Leia doesn't need to be convinced by the promise of a reward. She grabs a stormtrooper blaster. "I'm not leaving a rebel leader on this station. We're getting him out." Leia blasts the security consoles in the detention block, shooting with a ruthless, deadly accuracy that makes Han Solo blink in surprise. She throws open cell 2187. Luke looks up from the metal bench. He expects an execution squad. Instead, he sees a short, fierce girl in oversized stormtrooper armor, her helmet off, her dark hair messy, holding a smoking blaster rifle. "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?" Luke asks, his Alderaanian manners kicking in despite the circumstances. "I'm Leia Skywalker," she snaps, tossing him a spare blaster. "I'm here to rescue you. Try to keep up, Your Highness. The escape is chaotic." Leia leads the charge, shooting first and asking questions later. Luke provides the strategy, instantly mapping out the detention block schematics he memorized during his transfer. They are a perfect, complementary unit. The polished, tactical diplomat and the ferocious, unstoppable brawler. When Obi-Wan is struck down by Vader in the hangar bay, Leia screams. She tries to charge the Sith Lord, her blaster firing wildly, but Luke grabs her arm, using his own burgeoning connection to the Force to pull her onto the Falcon. "We have to go," Luke yells over the roar of the engines. "We have the plans." The Battle of Yavin is not fought by a farm boy who used to dust crops. It is fought by a desert scavenger who has been flying high-speed suicide runs through Beggar's Canyon since she could reach the pedals. Leia is in the cockpit of an X-Wing, her call sign Red 5. She flies with terrifying aggression, weaving through turbo laser fire with an instinctual predatory grace. In the Rebel Command Center, Prince Luke stands beside General Dodonna. He is not flying, he is directing. He watches the tactical displays, feeding Leia micro-adjustments over the comms, his calm voice cutting through the panic of the dogfight. Vader's tie. Advance drops into the trench. He locks onto Leia's X-Wing. "The Force is strong with this one," Vader murmurs, feeling a jagged, burning wave of pure aggression radiating from the pilot ahead of him. It feels familiar. It feels exactly like himself. "Use the Force, Leia." Obi-Wan's voice echoes in the cockpit. Leia switches off her targeting computer. She doesn't close her eyes. She stares dead ahead at the exhaust port. She feels the restless, burning energy in her chest. The same energy that made her punch Jabba's thugs. The same energy that made her mourn her aunt and uncle, not with tears, but with fury. She focuses it all into a single, needlepoint moment of absolute clarity. Han Solo drops out of the sun, clipping Vader's wingman. "You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home." Leia pulls the trigger. The torpedoes sink perfectly into the shaft. She pulls the X-Wing into a vertical climb, tearing away from the Death Star just as the station erupts into a blinding sphere of white fire. Back on Yavin 4, the medals are awarded. Prince Luke Organa stands on the dais, acting as the political face of the newly legitimized Rebel Alliance. But he doesn't place the medal around the pilot's neck. He steps aside. Leia Skywalker, wearing a clean, simple jacket, stands before the cheering crowd. She smiles, looking out at the rebellion. She has found her fight. She has found her purpose. And as Luke watches her, he feels a pull in the Force. A strange, undeniable connection to the fierce desert girl who saved his life. He doesn't know she is his sister. He only knows that together, they are going to tear the Empire down to the studs. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to join us on our journey across the stars and beyond the Outer Rim. May the Force be with you.